All right, you guys, now moving on to example 3 here. Example 3, I want to go ahead and factor 45x squared minus 125. Now, if you take a look at this here, this is a binomial expression that is being subtracted. But if you take a look at our numbers here, 45 and 125, those are not perfect squares. Now, there's going to be times where it's going to look like it's a difference of squares, but it's going to probably stop us because there's no perfect squares. So if you see that the terms are not perfect squares, your next thing to do is to see if they have any common factors. You want to go ahead and factor whatever they have in common to see if there is a perfect square here. So first off, guys, we have a 45 and a 125. They actually do have a GCF, a greatest common factor, and in this case, that GCF is 5. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and factor a 5 from each of these terms here. So we have the following. If I factor a 5 from 45, we have a 9 and I'm left with the x squared. And if I factor 5 from 125, I have 25 left. Now, if you take a look at this here, guys, we have 9 and 25, which both of these are indeed perfect squares. So these are perfect squares. So we could go ahead and apply the formula here, perfect squares. So first off, guys, we want to go ahead and see what two numbers can I multiply in this case to give me 9x squared. And in this case, that would be 3x times 3x or 3x to the second power. Now, 25, it follows by being 5 times a 5, which is 5 to the second power as well. So let's go ahead and just move this out of the way and use them in our formula here. So we have 5 on the outside because remember it's our GCF. We're not losing that anytime soon. So we have, I'm going to go ahead and open double parentheses. We have a 3x to the second power minus 5 to the second power. Then from here, we already identified what the square roots were. So let's go ahead and write our binomials here. I still have my 5 on the outside. And each of my binomial expressions is going to have a 3x and a 5. So then this here, guys, would be my final answer. And once again, it's not necessarily in this specific order, guys, but if it contains these two binomials in the 5, then we should be good.